Hello, brew dudes, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah, and I do beer reviews. So today I have some really amazing beers that I'm going to be trying for you. They are all actually quite bold. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna be drinking a little extra water this time around just to make sure my palate's nice and clear. So I'm giving you the best quality beer reviews that you deserve. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and start with one of my personally favorite labels. This is by Tupps. It's the Day of the Dead Juicy IPA. I love their labels. So local artists actually reach out. You know, I love Tupps. It's out of McKinney, Texas. But they reach out to local artists who actually help them with some of their seasonal labels. So this one specifically, when you buy it in a 6-pack, every can is different, which is pretty cool. It all has like the same theme, but I actually picked this one to show you today because it reminds me of my very bestest friend, Abby, who is my biggest fan. So, anyways, I love their art. I love Tupps. And I'm going to be trying this beer today. I have not tried this IPA by them. I've heard a lot of really good things. So, here we go. Time to pour. So, in case you have not seen some of my other things, like I said, this is from McKinney, Texas. Here we go. Ooh, yes. So this is a nice hazy IPA. Look at that. Okay, so you want to like swirl the bottom, make sure you get all that good stuff, and top off your beer. All right, so that yeast, and sometimes there's floaties. Look how cloudy that is. So it is a beautiful straw color, okay? And it is so cloudy. It almost reminds me of a pineapple mimosa. It kind of smells like a pineapple mimosa. It has pineapple concentrate right on the nose. Very tropical, a little bit of grass, earthy. And so, super frothy head. Ooh, yeah, got some light lacing on there. I'm obsessed with this. It really does remind me of like a mimosa. But it's beer. I'm excited. Okay, let me go and try this. Yeah, pineapple right up front. Kind of punches you right there in the front of your tongue. Great pineapple. Fresh mouthfeel. Okay. Just the right amount of carbonation. Oh man. So as you can see, it's dispersing. Still has that nice lacing, but not like heavy. I like how it rounds off on the tongue. Almost a little creamy, but still nice and bright, nice and fresh. So they brew this specific brew with Galaxy, Citra, and Mosaic hops, which they all play really, really nice together because they're tropical flavors, nice and citrusy, and then you've got that grassiness that just kind of plays together, and it just hand in hand gives you this beautiful, beautiful brew. Gosh, I feel like you could drink several of these without any regrets. It's 5.5 ABV and about a 20 IBU, I would say. So it is dry hopped, by the way, which very soon, one day, probably in the new year, I'm going to do an entire month of IPAs, which sounds a little heavy, but it's super exciting. And for those of you that don't know, I'd like to think most people know, but IPA is Indian Pale Ale. A friend of mine actually recently, when we were talking about beers, he was like, so show me a good IPA. And it took me a minute, but I was like in love with that. I thought it was the cutest thing. It was so great. It put a smile on my face. So they're not called IPAs, but they are IPAs and they are fantastic. So this specific one, I'm going to just full on give a 4.5 out of 5. It is fantastic. It is seasonal, so once it's gone, it's gone. If you can find it, please drink this beer. It is delicious. Oh yeah, I'm going to save that for later. Time to clear my palate. Okay, so by the way, Beer Advocate gave this an 88, which I 100% agree with. I think that is a delicious IPA, and it deserves every point that it got on Beer Advocate. So, bravo, bravo, bravo. Okay, I'm going to move on to a interesting beer that not a lot of people have ventured out to try. So, sour beers have many names and there are different styles within that style, but the specific one I'm trying today is a Gose. So, this started in Germany, which one day I will get more into as well. But Goses are very interesting. So when you have sour flavors that go on in a beer, or like if it stinks, like a lot of the times in different styles, it means that it's no good, or it means that there was something off in the brewing process. This is actually, they did this. It's called the Super Gose. By the way, this is by Dogfish Head. I kind of got ahead of myself here. Dogfish Head. I have had several of their brews before. This specific one I have not. It is called Super 8 because it is brewed with 8 very specific, healthy, fresh ingredients. And I'm going to go ahead and read those for you now. It is brewed with prickly pear, mango, boysenberry, blackberry, raspberries, kiwi juice, and toasted quinoa, which I think is super interesting. You don't see that very often. So I'm going to be trying this today out of a tulip glass. So you kind of like, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit the whole beer in this glass. It's a little small. But that way you can get like a better feel for it. So you get to see it and really get your nose up in there. This is from Milton, Delaware, by the way. This is where they brew this awesome beer. And they opened their doors in 1995. So they are not a super old craft brewery, but they do produce a great amount of fantastic beers. If you have the opportunity, try anything by Dogfish Head. They actually have a pumpkin ale out right now for their seasonal. So again, that's a seasonal. Get it while you can. This one has been around for a while. I believe it's one of their year-round brews. So I'm going to stop talking at you. It's time to taste some beer. Ah, tulip glass. Okay. Look at this beautiful color. My hair was this color once. I love it. Okay, so. Ooh, look at that red, oranges color. It's like nice and brassy. I'm sorry, it's all off camera. I'm like, wow. Okay, nice frothy head. Milky white head. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so definitely kind of stinky. It smells like, I smell blueberry right on the nose. You can definitely get some blackberry and raspberry. Kiwi. All right, I got that kiwi juice. I smell it. So I like how much lacing is on the glass. Ooh, I'm not used to this tiny glass. Okay, nice. It's hanging on. Okay, so as the head disperses, it's still like holding on to that glass, nice and pretty. The head looks nice and creamy. I'm just gonna try this here. It looks fabulous. Okay. This beer is sour. It's really good though. I think that out of all the sour beers I've tried, this one is the most balanced, if you will. Like, I don't really think sour beer is supposed to be balanced, but it's actually really nice. It reminds me of like Warheads, but not as intense. Like, gets that flavor, and when like that sour starts going away, you know, that coating, you get that nice burst of fruit flavor. That's what this beer reminds me of. Okay. You know, strangely enough though, for all these bright flavors coming through, very fruity, it's light. Like, I could definitely see myself throwing a couple of these back on a hot summer's day. I know that it's fall, but remember, I'm in Texas and it's hot for a while. I'm going to just get that nice up and close. You can see, you can see everything. It's on my table. Okay, so that was fun. It is a 5.3 ABV. So again, sessionable, very easy to drink. This beer was created to be sessionable. They wanted you to enjoy more than one because it's just plain out fun. All right, so I'm going to move some things around so that I can enjoy my next brew. Wow, this is so fun so far. Like, I really like the beers that I've tried. I think I'm going to give this Gose probably a 4 out of 5. I'm obsessed with this color. As you can see, the head is officially dispersed, but it was so nice while it was there. It hung out, you know. Yep. Moderate body. Good stuff. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to try a beer that is from Louisiana, which is exciting. I've never tried any of their beers before. So this is a new brewery to me. This is NOLA Brewing Company. They are in New Orleans, Louisiana. They brewed, this is the Darkest Before the Dawn. This is their seasonal. Let me see if I can get it to focus. So nothing crazy on their label. I think it's still very nice though. Very seasonal, appropriate. 5.5% ABV on this one. So they use German Munich malt in this one. It is in a Dunkel style. Bam. Love that sound. So I am going to be using this giant, beautiful glass today because I really want to ignore the branding. I really want to taste it. Like, I want to be able to look at it, taste it, get my nose in there. Like, I love these glasses. Okay. Ready? I'm ready to see the color of this beer. Ooh, coppery. Look at that. Almost looks like root beer. Beautiful. Yes. Look at that head. Okay, so one of the things I love about this glassware is that you get that nice head. I know some of you probably like, she poured that head way too hard. Here's the thing. Especially in brews like this, a Dunkel, you want to be able to look at it. And head turns into beer anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so that head is not going anywhere too fast, but nice and creamy, probably like an off-white kind of tan. Little to no lacing so far, not that I see. No. So as we were pouring this into the glass, it was nice and coppery, but it's definitely a darker brown. It still looks like root beer to me. I think that's pretty cool. But, all right. So, chocolate. A little bit of chocolate. Okay. Yeah, no, this smells, I almost said this tastes. This smells delicious. Okay, so, I'm just gonna. Oh, wow. So, it's not as heavy as it looks. Not at all. With a 5.5% alcohol content, it's going to be very sessionable, easy to drink. I think that's kind of like the rule of thumb for craft beer. It's like sessionable, 5.5. Kind of like the Oktoberfest we talked about earlier in this week. Super easy to drink. You're supposed to drink multiples of them. It is perfect for fall. I read something about how they actually brewed this for the moody fall weather in Louisiana, which I can totally get behind because we have it here too. Like, not the same, obviously, but moody weather, especially in the fall where one day it's cold, one day it's hot. We're not really sure. So this is easy to drink no matter if it's wet, dry, cold, hot. This beer is delicious. Definitely malty. I mean, it's got the German Munich malt, so it's nice and malty, and you get that lightly roasted. A little bit of, well, I'm trying to think of the right word here. I don't want to tell you wrong. Biscuit. Definitely a little biscuit in there. I need another drink. Hold on. So the mouthfeel is very, very mild. A little creamy, but not as creamy as some other Dunkels that I've had. Um, Medium body, which is kind of surprising for me because when you look at it, you're like, this beer looks like it's gonna be a mouthful, like you're gonna chew through it. Yum. This ain't this ain't no brownie. This is very light. It does have that chocolate, but it's not like biting into a brownie like some other stouts that I've tried, especially like ones by Tupps. Like this one's very light. I think they did this very, very well. I love how it's seasonally appropriate. And hey girl. I love this beer. I just love how creamy the head is, and I love that it hasn't 100% dispersed. It's still hanging out, and there you can see that lacing. Oh, look how beautiful. There we go. I think I just had too much beer in my cup at that point. It does go away quickly, but it's beautiful. So that kind of concludes my brews today. I know this is probably one of my longest videos, but this was so fun. Beer Advocate gave Darkest Before the Dawn an 86% on Beer Advocate. I love this. I 100% agree with them. This is gonna be a hard choice for my favorite brew of the night. I'm gonna give this one. I'm probably gonna give this one a 4.6 because I think it is done so well. Very balanced. Good job, Nola. I am very excited about trying more of their brews. So Louisiana wins tonight. So I don't know. I think that was fun. And I really hope that all of you have learned something today. And if you have any questions for me, please reach out. Drop it down in the comments and I will get back with you. If you have any suggestions for me, please put them in the comments and hopefully I will be able to try the beers for you and do a review. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Drop me a like and hit the bell so you can know when I'm doing another video. Again, I'm going to try to do 2 a week and I have to stop myself. I want you to know. Like, I see these beers and I'm like, I want to review them. I'm going to do 2 videos a week because I'm a busy person, but I love to drink beer. So, thank you all so much for watching my videos and giving me so much love. I love talking to you when I see you in public or even just down in the comments. So thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Drink beer. It's good for the soul. Thank you, Brew Dudes.